Honorable Speaker, you know I have tremendous respect for the Honorable John Mbadi, and he knows statements of facts are preserved in our standing orders. Honorable Speaker, we are debating this report by the Budget and Appropriations Committee, and facts about fiscal consolidation in the budget are contained in this report. If you, Honorable Speaker, if you turn to page 5 of the report, there is a clear indication the Honorable John Mbadi may not have interacted with this report, because the fiscal consolidation is talking about is very well enumerated by the Budget Committee on page 5 of the report, actually clause 18, just to draw his reference to the clause, that the fiscal deficit as a percentage of GDP has reduced from 6.2% to 5.7% against the 5.8% agreed on between the government of Kenya and IMF, Honorable Speaker. And indeed, Honorable Speaker, because it is within my knowledge that the IMF's fiscal deficit as a percentage of GDP, they had sought to maintain it at 6.2% or 6.5%. What the president did indicate to the country that there will be a cut, an absolute cut of 300 billion shillings. Honorable Speaker, I ask them to allow me to make the statement of fact, because we cannot allow John Mbadi to mislead the country that the president committed to 300 billion budget cut, and it is not there. The 223 items we are talking about is because all those items, close to 300 billion shillings, were paid outside of the budget. Therefore, Honorable John Mbadi, you are an accountant. It is simple arithmetic. If the budget you passed last year had a budget deficit of 860, you have paid over 280 billion shillings outside of the budget. It tells you your deficit had moved to above 1 trillion shillings, irresponsibly done in the wee hours of the last regime. Therefore, the reduction of 300 billion in these books, and the chair of the budget committee is here, he can confirm, it is a fact that this budget has been cut by over 300 billion shillings. Were it not for the bad manners of the 223 payments that now John Mbadi wants to belittle and say it is talk. It is not just talk. Figures are speaking here. And therefore, let us not defend the indefensible. Let us not defend theft.
Order,
he cannot, as chair of the Public Accounts Committee, be defending theft and be defending looting.
The Honorable Ichungwa. It is order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. You all have the right. Order. You can rise on a point of order and say that the Honorable Mbadi is misleading the House and place the facts. And my presumption is you're trying to place the facts, although I'm not an accountant. So can we listen to you? Now that we have listened to you, he has his time. If he has a way of rebutting you and telling you the facts you presented are not good enough, then he will say it. So you don't turn these things into no, and yes. Yes, proceed, Honorable Mbadi.
Mr. Speaker, you know Honorable Ichungwa is my friend, but he knows very well that when it comes to figures, I'm usually better than him. So, Mr. Speaker, we were promised a budget cut of 300 billion in this financial year. That has not happened in this budget. Kimani Ichungwa is talking about Article 223 has already, that the other government spent under Article 223 amounts that cannot now allow them to cut the budget by 300 billion. The report, the same report is reading, is talking of only 130 billion spent under Article 223. The total, both the previous regime and the current regime, including the office of the DP, have spent 130 billion, for heaven's sake. That is not 300 billion shillings. So the question is, even if that is what distorted your pledge and promise that you told the people of Kenya with flowery language of 300 billion, then you should tell us where 170 billion is. You have